This is Eswatini TV News at 8 live from Babane. I am Notilesi Tole alongside Zamanzi Manze. First up, here's a look at our headlining stories this evening. Her Majesty the Queen Mother has left the country for the Republic of South Africa. His Majesty King Eswatini III has postponed Sibaya to Friday due to the current heavy rains in the country. Murder-accused person Vusi Charles Mnina has appeared at the Lubamba Circuit Court facing 4 counts of murder and an attempted murder count. Good evening and welcome to the program. Her Majesty the Queen Mother has left the country for the Republic of South Africa. Her Majesty departed the country through the King Eswatini III International Airport.
Eswatini came in numbers to witness Her Majesty the Queen Mother take off. Her Majesty left the country for the Republic of South Africa through the King Eswatini III International Airport. Present at the airport to bid farewell to Her Majesty were the Makosigati to His Majesty, the royal family and other dignitaries. On the news, Polile Mazia at the King Eswatini III International Airport.
The King Eswatini III has postponed Sibaya to Friday due to the current heavy rains in the country. This has been announced by Umgane Makhosi Mvuna Sifiso Mafelengosini Khumalo on Tuesday.
Ninebe kunene ngiphethe nathi tindzaba letibuya enkosini. Ithi ingwenyama nali litulu alifuni kukhwesha noma kuhamuka. Nemibiko ikhomba ukuthi eMaswati lamanyenti akakhoni kufinyelela emabhasini atekwati kukhwela tinqola atekwati kufinyelela esibayeni. Ngakho ke ngekweluleka kwato tangoma telitulu Sibaya sekugcina angeke sisaba khona lomuhla njengoba tingemashumi lamatsatfu nakunye kuyo impala. Kepha sesitawuba khona ngalesihlanu mhla titintsatfu kulo Lweti. Lilanga lekuvala Sibaya ke ngalo lesihlanu Maswati lamahle. eMaswati ayakhutsatwa kutsi aphelele ngetinkhani kuwo onke emagumbi lamane emhlaba ngensimbi yemfica ekuseni. Tinqola tekuhamba titabe ticitfwe lonke live laseSwatini. Bayethe!
The Ministry of Education and Training under Secretary of Schools Manager Lungelo Nhlengetwa and Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Small and Medium Enterprises Director Mluleki Dlamini say junior achievement and enactors Eswatini help in the fight against unemployment and improving the economy of the country. They have said this when Junior Achievement Eswatini and enactors launched their partnership on recently acquired Canadian sponsorship of over 500,000 Emalangeni to strengthen and empower the youth.
The partnership hopes to strengthen and empower youth in utilizing business solutions for positive social and environmental impact in Eswatini through training and seed capital. The proposed project seeks to strengthen the capacity of 100 and 500 learners from 15 schools aged 10 to E17 and 697 youth aged 18 to 35 in utilizing business solutions for positive social.
We are taking note of the concerns that young people are having, and we believe that even our government will assist in terms of rolling out programs that will address the concerns that they have initiated Eswatini.
The Minister of Education and Training Under Secretary Schools Manager Lungelo Nhlengetwa and Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Small Medium Enterprises Director Mluleki Dlamini encourage the youth to start businesses.
As a ministry, we do want to see all children accessing quality education and also improve the economy of the country by contributing their skills. We are now honing particular skills for our children to be able to
such initiatives assist us as government in terms of ensuring that we address issues of unemployment and also job creation. So we are seeing them being those that have a potential to employ and equally.
Speaking on behalf of Canada Fund for Local Initiatives from the Canadian Embassy in Mozambique is Ngobile Dludlu.
We see projects that are gender-related, gender empowerment, women and girls, that are focusing on women and girls.
The youth who are part of Junior Achievement and Nectars say they benefited a lot from the entity's programs. For Eswatini TV News, Fortune Dlangamandla, Babane.
The National Disaster Management Agency says about 183 homesteads were affected by the recent storm, which translates to 915 people affected. Mavoso says in most of the homesteads, window glasses and roofing were damaged.
We discovered that there has been some damage to property, especially roofing and window glasses. We quickly did an assessment, a rapid assessment, and responded to those that were affected. And we came up with the following numbers that in the Inkundla of Lamkapi, there were 87 households that were affected, which then gives us 435 people. Lobamba Lomtsala, 77 households that were affected, 385 people were affected. Waluseni, 6 households and 30 people were affected. Mangongo, 4 homesteads and 20 people that were affected. Mhlambanyatsi, 1 and 5 people were affected. And then Manzini North, there were 5 houses that were affected and 25 people who were affected. And also Ukanyeni with 3 households and 15 people were affected, which then adds up to a total of 183 households that were affected due to the hailstorm that occurred on Saturday, and then a total of 915 people that were affected directly by the impact of the hailstorms on Saturday. Maybe one would like to issue some advice to people of Eswatini that we're in that season where we're experiencing heavy rainfall and hailstorm. We would like to urge members of the public, community members and schools to be vigilant and ensure that school children do not cross flooded rivers, whether by foot or by car.
Murder-accused person Vusi Charles Mnina has appeared at the Lobamba Circuit Court facing 4 counts of murder and an attempted murder count. Mnina has appeared before Magistrate Demandimanzi Shongwe, who has remanded him in custody until November 10, 2023.
Vusi Mnina, age 45, is the man accused of shooting and killing his girlfriend and 3 other females last Saturday at Kote Township, Eswatini. The first count is that he allegedly killed one Nonhlanhla Twala by shooting her with a gun on the right breast and left side of the back. The second count is that he allegedly killed Lungile Shongwe by shooting her with a gun on the right lower side of the stomach and the right side of the chest above the breast. On the third count of murder, he stands accused of killing Fikile Shongwe by shooting her with a gun on the right breast and right arm. The last count of murder is that he allegedly killed Khulile Shonge by shooting her with a gun on the right cheek under the eye. On count 5, the accused person is charged with the offense of attempted murder, in that he did wrongfully and intentionally shot Thuli Mkhwanazi. The Crown made an application to get blood samples from the accused person. When appearing in court, Mncina had no legal representative. He informed the court that he was going to conduct self-defense on this stage. The court asked him if he was against the Crown's application, and he said he was not against the application. The court advised Mncina that he can move bail application at the High Court, and further that he can either move the application through his legal representative or by himself. On Monday, Mncina made a confession at the Mbabane Magistrate Court. For Eswatini TV News, Fortune Dlangamandla, Lobamba Magistrate Court.
The government spokesperson, Alpheus Nxumalo, says government has been made aware of the social media post by Xolani Mazia, a Eswati who received a scholarship from the Kingdom of Morocco to pursue his studies in that country. Nxumalo urges Eswatini to use the proper communication channels.
In a statement issued by the government spokesperson Alpheus Nxumalo, says Xolani Mazia indicated his desire to discontinue his studies to the relevant authorities, and in line with his scholarship award, the government of Morocco is in the process of facilitating his return back to Eswatini in collaboration with the Embassy of the Kingdom of Eswatini in Morocco. Nxumalo says, as this is an outcome that has not been anticipated, as the student was supposed to remain in Morocco for the stipulated period of time, this process has been subject to certain procedures by the government of Morocco, the awarding entity in this case, and the embassy is waiting to finalize the same to ensure his return home. Nxumalo says, in addressing the issue that Mr. Mazia raises in his social media post, the government of Eswatini has been made aware of the fact that Mazia verbally informed the government of the Kingdom of Morocco that his mother had passed on. The sponsor, which is Morocco, informed Eswatini Embassy in Morocco about the said occurrence and requested that the embassy officially reduce this into writing. Nxumalo says, to that end, the embassy contacted the student about this so that proper procedures could be followed as per the request by the sponsor. Nxumalo says, upon inquiry, it transpired that this was not factual. Nxumalo further expressed appreciation to the government of Morocco for extending the sponsorship to a Maswati student to study in Morocco, while extending Eswatini's sincere, unreserved apology to the government of the Kingdom of Morocco for this incident. Nxumalo says the government of Eswatini has always prioritized truth, respect, and mutual appreciation and understanding. Eswatini TV News, Sondomlangeni, Mbabane.
A delegation from the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation is in the Kingdom of Eswatini on a benchmarking exercise at Eswatini TV. Eswatini TV's chief engineer, Titus Mavimbela, says they are also looking forward to sharing information and learning from their counterparts.
We are happy to be with you today here. We've been expecting you for many reasons. We want to make that a relationship with you guys, sharing skills from Namibia and from us this side, and see how can we help each other. Our main aim is showing you our organization, the setup and the workflow from different departments. And what we have come here for, I understand that we are going to be attached to different departments.
Following the opportunity availed to Eswatini to raise issues during the People's Parliament at Eswatini, where residents, some submissions indicate that widows are still facing challenges of land grabbing. According to Umhluma Foundation's founder, Lungelo Zulu, the organization received over 200 land grabbing cases. Zulu says among those cases, about 80 were resolved and the women got their land back.
Some of Eswatini who were able to submit their issues during the People's Parliament, Sibaya, since day one. Some shared their stories of how they lost their homes unlawfully. Some even shared that they lost their children in the process. Umhluma Foundation, an organization that assists widows to get their land and homes back, says that they hope that the incoming members of parliament will address these issues.
Kulomnyaka aqale nje umnyaka lo ema-cases le sibenawo across the region ong-4 emhlaba ayefika ku-200.
Lungelo Zulu, the founder of the organization, says that this year alone, they received over 200 cases of land grabbing, and that involves widows and orphaned children. Zulu says among those cases, over 80 were successfully resolved, although most of them are still pending due to a number of issues. He says that in some instances, the woman who is forced to give up her home is usually staying with the perpetrator. He says that in that case, it is usually advisable that the victim should be moved to a safer space, which slows up the process. Zulu says the relevant people are requested to do an introspection regarding these issues. Zulu says they hope that soon regulations will be put in place, especially those that will specifically address issues faced by widows. Eswatini TV News, Sondomlangeni, Themba Shabangu, Manzini.
The Ministry of Home Affairs notifies residents of Pickspeak in the Northern Hoho region that the Pickspeak Service Centre is currently experiencing network challenges. The ministry's communications officer, Mlandvo Dlamini, says as a result, the services provided at the centre are limited at this time. Dlamini says the following services are available with certain limitations. Birth and death registrations. The Pickspeak Service Centre is able to process current birth and death registrations. On ID enrollment, Dlamini says the ministry regrets to inform the public that ID enrollment services are currently unavailable due to the ongoing network issues. He further apologizes for any inconvenience caused by this disruption. He adds that efforts are underway to resolve the network challenges as soon as possible, adding that once the issue is resolved, the public will be promptly notified and all services will resume their normal operation. Dlamini also says the ministry deeply regrets any inconvenience caused by this situation and assures the nation that every effort is being made to restore full service as quickly as possible. Since the beginning of the year, the Hoho region has recorded 47 murder cases and 48 suicide cases. This has been revealed by Royal Eswatini Police Services Hoho Regional Commander Smangile Mosa during the official launch of prayer services where people will be praying for an end to the aforementioned cases. The prayer will be held starting from tomorrow until Friday at Pickspeak Police Station.
During the official launch of the prayer service, Royal Eswatini Police Services Hoho Regional Commander Smangele Mota is represented by Senior Superintendent Nicholas Chele from the Royal Eswatini Police Fraud Department. Chele says the church has power to stop the suicide and murder cases. He adds that there is the need to pray for new hope as a Maswati. Bishop Zakaria Mteta of God at Work Church says the issue of suicides and murder need every Liswati to pray for it in order to come to an end. On the other hand, Royal Eswatini Police Services Chaplain Mtutuz Makanya says individuals facing challenges should seek help from others.
Suicide.
Mbabane Police Station recorded 17 murder reports and 18 suicide reports, while Lobamba Police Station recorded 6 murder reports and 10 suicide reports. Meanwhile, the Pickspeak Police Station recorded 24 murder reports and 20 suicide reports. For Eswatini TV News, Fortune Dlangamandla, visual source from the Royal Eswatini Police Services Communications Department.
And now we'll have a look at our financial indicators.
Standard Bank. It can be.
And moving on to sports, the Build It football tournament finals will commence on the 11th of November after the draw for the 8 teams was conducted at Sikwaqa House in Babane on Tuesday. The Under-13 tournament finals consist of 8 teams from the 4 regions of the kingdom.
After 17 years, Build It Stores partnering with the Eswatini Football Association, trying to develop football at grassroots level, even this year's the Under-13 tournament finals will take place at the Mavuso Sports Center on the 11th of November after 8 teams from the 4 regions were drawn on Tuesday at Sikwaqa House in Mbabane. The Eswatini Football Association President Peter Samoras Milana is happy with the partnership they have with Build It Stores.
This gesture goes all the way because you know that we need to develop football at grassroots level. And if you do it correctly, in few years, you will reap the fruit. For example, they've made an example of the 3 players here who are the products of Build It. And they promised me, because in November, we are playing the qualification for the World Cup. They promised that they are going to beat Cape Verde and Libya.
Build It Stores operations manager Loki Varanekek says the tournament over the years has produced many national team players, which makes them even more interested in supporting local football.
For almost 2 decades, we've been committed to nurturing and promoting soccer development. This all in our beloved community. We are truly blessed to continue investing in the passion that unites us all, the wonderful game of soccer.
Conducting the draw were 3 senior men's national team players, Kanyagezo Shabalala, Eliso Dlamini and Kwake Twala, who are also products of the same Build It tournament. Moving along to cycling, where Kusekaya Cycling over the weekend hosted their annual race known as Kusekaya Lowfield Invitational Race. And the association's president, Zwite Nxumalo, is happy with what some cycling teams are doing.
It's won a competition locally where we are, and secondly, I think we've seen over the past couple of years with the interest, with the coverage Yalama competition that's now locally, we are seeing a growing interest in the sport because we're seeing new faces, we're seeing new clubs coming into the scene. Lokushogona usikhona lesikwendako lokungiko lokukhanga abantu sibete kulama events but bajoine cycling.
Kusekaya Cycling Team Principal Mtutuzi Kaundi explains on the objective of the race.
Inhloso yethu bekukuthatha le emabhayisikili siwasonzede ebantwini labangale ngasemakhaya ngoba ngathi kugcwele ama-competitions akhona ala ngasedolobheni kanti nangale ngendasi bakhona labashova amabhayisikili. Kwesibili-ke ukuthi sikhone nokuthi simeme wonke umuntu onelibhayisikili kungabi nje lawo emjako kuphela, akhona lawa lekuthiwa mahamba kumagobondela nawo siyawamema siwatshele ukuthi angayeda nawo atokucuselana siwafake kucategory yawo odwa nabo bashiyane ngemandla abo.
The 2023 edition was the 3rd edition of the Kusekaya Cycling Race. Reporting for Eswatini TV Sports, I'm Linda Dlamini, Babane.
That's all for now. Before I go, here's a reminder of our top stories. Her Majesty the Queen Mother has left the country for the Republic of South Africa. His Majesty King Mswati III has postponed Sibaya to Friday due to the current heavy rains in the country. Murder-accused person Vusi Charles Mnina has appeared at the Lubamba Circuit Court facing 4 counts of murder and an attempted murder count. And with that, it's a wrap. Up next is another update from myself and the team. Thank you for tuning in. Take care.
and welcome to Eswatini TV and to a brand new talk show called A Cuppa with Nomgebo. And I do what I have to do because